Hey folks, it's Dan back with you from Appalachian Roots with Dan. Got another video today for you. Hope we can get this rain all behind us, around us or something. And it's going to be a good video, I think. It's a little bit different than what I normally do. Done a lot of stuff that's historical on coal mining and all this. But today it's about the talented singers and musicians of Appalachia, and a lot of them that's made it stars of themselves. They made it big, famous, and the one we have in particular that we're going to talk about today is Little Jimmy Dickens from Bolt, West Virginia. So that's where we're headed today. We're headed over to Bolt to start the video there. We're going to try to find his historical marker, and we'll start from there. But we'll also cover some other people that's made it big in country music, bluegrass music. So let's head over that way, and we'll get back with you just in a bit. Folks, we finally made it over here to Bolt, West Virginia, over here in Raleigh County. Excuse the traffic because we're right here at the side of the road. But we're here at the historical sign here of Little Jimmy Dickens. James Cecil Little Jimmy Dickens, born December 19th, 1920 in Bolt, West Virginia. Dickens was a country music star known as Little Jimmy due to his short stature of 4'11". He began his musical career in the 1930s, and by 1948 he was a member of the Grand Ole Opry. He enjoyed a successful recording career and was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1983. Dickens died on January the 2nd, 2015 in Nashville, Tennessee. Wow. Yeah, folks, this is where he was born, over here in Bolt, West Virginia. It was a coal mining town back in the day. He said he never mined in the coal mines, but his family did. So we'll get all into more of what he did and all that here in just in a bit. Well, I found a place to get out of the rain. It started raining there again as we was leaving the historical marker. So I found me a little place to get out of the rain in a shed here, under a shed. And we'll talk about Little Jimmy. He was a colorful character, actually. He was sort of a comedian too. He liked to do jokes and write songs that was funny. But he was not very tall, but he was a powerful singer. He was very talented. Jimmy stood at just 4'10", 4'11", wearing the right boots and hat, Stetson hat. He was 5'5", towered at 5'5", he said. Known for his small stature, comic songs, rhinestone-studded suits, Dickens has called country music foremost entertainer. Was first country musician to circle the globe on a world tour. Though he never was consistent presence in the upper levels of country charts, Dickens has reputations as outstanding ballad singer, and managed to have hits every decade from 1940 to 1980. Dickens's real name, his full name, was James Cecil Dickens. He was born at home in a tiny unincorporated town of Bolt, West Virginia, deep in a coal mining town region of southern West Virginia. He was raised by his grandparents and spent Saturday nights gathered around a battery-powered radio. Wow. Yeah, I can remember some of them old radios and stuff. My daddy talked about them too, that they didn't have a whole lot of batteries that they could use, but they'd save them up. They would use them on the old radio to listen to the Grand Ole Opry. And Daddy said that they would say, "Let 'em roll, boys." But anyhow, yeah. Like I said, they listened to the Grand Ole Opry in 1938. While still in high school, he began appearing on radio stations, WJLS in Beckley, where he opened for the morning show by crowing like a rooster. See, I told you he was a comedian. Well, now the rooster crow goes way back. The rooster crow was before they let me sing, he said. My uncle and two of his buddies had a 15-minute program on WJLS, and they'd take me with them. One day the manager said, "We need somebody to crow like a rooster." He said, "I got him right there, boys. I can do it." Dickens spent the next 10 years performing on the station throughout the Midwest, often capitalizing diminutive size to play roles much younger than he actually was, because he was not very tall. He was just 4'10", 4'11". 1946, Roy Acuff heard him perform on Cincinnati, Ohio, and was impressed. 2 years later, Acuff invited him to Nashville. He introduced Dickens to the Columbia Records officials from the Grand Ole Opry. Dickens joined the Opry in August and signed with them in Columbia in September. Columbia released his first single, "Take an Old Cold Tater and Wait," and that peaked at number 7 and kicked off a string of hits for Dickens. His biggest hit was "May a Bird of Paradise Fly Up Your Nose." Wow. That came in 1965 and reached number 1 on country music charts and the 15 pop charts. Wow. So he was very famous for comical songs. As toward the end of Dickens' life, fellow West Virginia native Brad Paisley included him in a number of country music videos. He says, "My first memories of the Grand Ole Opry was the Possum Hunters, the Gully Jumpers, and Uncle Dave Macon, Arthur Smith, and Delmore Brothers were the ones that I listened to as a kid growing up in the hills of West Virginia." I must have been about 15 or 16 when I first started really wanting to play the guitar. After intensely watching and his relatives play music for hours in, our family's a musical family too. We all play something pretty much. All of us in the family play guitars, mandolins, and different instruments. But we'd all get together, like he's talking here, and play. And Appalachia is full of that. You can still yet go to people's porches and hear them playing and singing a lot of times on the weekends and stuff like that. But it says Jimmy himself was playing on, and he won the first talent contest in Pineville, West Virginia. Jimmy Dickens had one thing on his mind, that was music. He began his career a couple years earlier in 1938 as a performer at WJLS in Beckley, where he would crow like a rooster to sign on the station. Wow, what a way to sign on a radio station, is to crowing like a rooster. He would then walk 7 miles to school. He later joined up with Mel Street, Mel Steele it says, and his home folks at the same station, where he would sing one song per show. Wow. Jimmy quit school to go to eventually return home after a few months and went back to school. Returning to WGLS in Beckley, while still in school, Jimmy became a featured performer with Johnny Bells and Happy Valley Boys. Group also included Johnny's brother, Walter. Wow, he was famous for sure. But our mountains are full, like I said, of talent, of different juniors, of different types of music. Like I said, you got these people like Brad Paisley, like I said earlier, from Glendale, West Virginia, Kathy Mattea, South Charleston, Loretta Lynn, Butcher Holler, Kentucky, Dwight Yoakam from Pikeville, Kentucky, Dolly Parton from Sevierville, Tennessee, Mel Street, actually from Grundy, Virginia, not far from where I'm from here, and he lived also in other places like in Hemphill, West Virginia, and up toward Bluefield also. He had Ricky Skaggs from Cordell, Kentucky, sung country music and bluegrass music. Now I think he's singing some gospel now. But you have all kinds of different types of country music stars that left these Appalachian mountains here. And this is where their roots are from these deep Appalachian hollers. But yeah, place is plumb full of talent, folks. That's different people. Have Bill Monroe, which actually created the Bluegrass Junior. He was from Rosine, Kentucky. He played the mandolin. We can show you a little bit of pieces of that. Somebody play that for us there a little bit. And you had Dr. Ralph Stanley from McClure, Virginia. He was a banjo picker. Then you had Earl Scruggs. He was born in North Carolina. He pretty much made the three-finger roll popular, which we'll see if we can get somebody to play a little bit of that to show you what that is all about. Hey guys, I'm back with y'all, and I got out of the rain. What do y'all think? It's a good thing to get out of the rain. But I got y'all a surprise. I was talking to you a little bit ago that I had somebody that was going to show us the three-finger roll on the banjo, and actually it is a Earl Scruggs edition. This is my buddy Nick Morris here.
How you doing?
And he is actually the pastor of this church here.
Yes, sir.
And he's a picker. He's a banjo picker. But we have all kinds of banjo pickers around. You know,
yes.
Appalachia is full of talent.
Yes.
And that's what this video is all about, was the talent in Appalachia and the people who made themselves big. But this right here, tell us a little bit about it there, Nick. This is a Earl Scruggs edition, right?
Yes. So Gibson Master Tone Earl Scruggs edition, because Earl Scruggs was one of the best pickers of the three-finger roll ever, and that's why it's got the Earl Scruggs name here. And there's so many players in these little towns that's so amazingly talented that it's just unbelievable, the styles and the different sounds that come out.
Yeah, you got a buddy just over the hill in Abs Valley way there. I think his name is Dean.
Yes,
Dean.
Yes.
Yeah, he's one of the best pickers
there is anywhere.
And there's all sorts of them all in these hills here in
Yes.
Appalachia. But I had mentioned the three-finger roll, and I'm going to have Nick to show you the three-finger roll, and we're going to do a little a turnaround to kind of show you what it would sound like with a D28 Martin. This is my guitar here, and that's one of the main guitars they used in bluegrass back in the day, and still do. Is a Martin guitar.
Yes, it is.
Kind of show us that this is a 5-string banjo. A lot of them is 4-string, wasn't it, back in the day?
Yeah, yes, they are.
But after,
and nowadays they even make a six-string one. So it plays like a guitar. If nobody's played a banjo much, they can still get that sound. So yes, they make so many different sounds and varieties of them.
So this is 5-string. Your top string's open, right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
your top string's open, and you have a knuckle. You can tamp it down for different chords that you want to play if you still want to clamp a capo on or whatever you want to do.
Right.
And it's just all different sounds. And the three-finger roll is, they call it because you got 3 fingers that picks. And they all alternate sometimes back and forth, and always do different rotations of it, or never the same turn on it. And it's slow.
But we're going to show you a little bit something faster here in a minute.
Picking with Danny here.
Yeah. So how's this tune from bottom string to top string? How's that tune?
It tunes E, A, D, G, and the top string tunes a G, a high G.
Okay.
And the head, you tighten the head it tighter for different sound. If they're too loose, they won't sound right. You have to, sometimes you got to tighten her down a little bit.
I got a question for you. You ever heard of using rattlesnake rattlers to put in them heads to make them ring more?
I have been told that, but I never seen it. But I have been told that.
My daddy did that one time.
But see,
He had
I figured his daddy was one of the best banjo pickers ever walked too. Yes, sir.
He's done passed on, gone on now.
Yes,
but,
sir.
We're going to go ahead and show you a little bit here on what it sounded like, the finger roll, and I'm going to get with him here on the guitar and back him up on a turnaround on a song that we had wrote. So it's we won't get in trouble with it. So we'll get right back with you.
song. Yeah.
I know when we're out playing, like nursing home and play here, I come here sometime and play with y'all.
Yes, we do.
You don't have to mic that thing.
No, sir.
It's so loud.
It's tuned up just a little bit inside the head and a few adjustments at the music store, then it brings it out a little bit. So there's not a pickup in there.
So there's these things, the tuners?
Yes. These tuners, when you tune them up, you take this loose, you just tighten these each one around till it feels right.
Wow.
And it's got a different tone ring inside that you can get brighter tones or deeper tones or louder tones. And that's the only thing being done to it is a tone ring and tighten the head.
Well, it's loud.
Yes, it is.
So you want to show us a little bit on the mandolin?
Yes, sir.
About the mandolin just a bit?
Yes, sir.
So this is a mandolin. It's got 8 strings on it, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's tuned like about a fiddle, right?
Yes, yeah.
How's that go up?
E-A-D-G. It's also, yeah.
Oh, wow. And so does a fiddle. It's the same way.
Yeah.
Instead, it's got 8 strings.
Yes.
Lot more room to make mistakes, ain't
it? Yes.
Folks, this guy plays a little bit of everything. He plays piano, mandolin, banjo, guitar, just a little bit of everything. But this was kind of made on the style of the F5 Gibson, but it's a cheaper version, but it looks a little bit like the F5.
Yeah, it resembles them a lot, yes.
Bill Monroe used.
Yes, sir.
Was the F5.
Bill Monroe was the best ever been.
And none of them is cheap. No. I was looking at them just today.
Oh, yes.
They're like $3,500
yes,
for
they
one
are.
of those. And that right there is out of this world.
Yes.
And I said, wow.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's do a little business something there and just show them what this sounds like, the mandolin. It's for you can do backup with it, rhythm, or you can use it as a lead instrument.
Yes, you can. Yes, you usually if it's all Appalachian style, you'll stand all around one mic and just you'll step in with your part. Yes, and you'll step out when it's the banjo's turn, or you'll step back in. Whoever's picking that lead at the time. That's what we was talking about. Day earlier, they play like that.
Used to do backport picking over in Virginia, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes, we picked over there. And when Brother Dean and them comes here with his Bluegrass gospel group, they do that. They just use one big studio mic.
Right.
It's like almost like we use when we record.
Oh, okay.
But it's a really cool little instrument, man. I ain't the best on one, but I love the sound of it.
So you're like me. You was raised on music since you was just a child.
Yes, sir.
So I'm sure you was on the front porch, back in the day, one of them old rainy days and nights, and y'all get out there and just sing and play. And we all didn't always play gospel music. Now, I used to play country music, bluegrass music,
and
still play a little bit of some different stuff. But most of the time, now we play gospel music.
Yes.
So, like Ricky Skaggs,
that's right.
He played bluegrass back in the day.
Yes, he did.
But then he sung country music for a while, and now he sings gospel music now. So they all kind of change around.
Yes, it is. It's great. You never went to any kind of event you had back in our day when they wasn't a guitar case or a banjo case sitting outside. So that's what I like. They was always picking.
Well, I want to save y'all this best for last over here. Do y'all know?
Oh, wow. Yes. That's amazing.
This little instrument right here, I'll get it out.
That's amazing.
This here is called an auto harp, right? I reckon that's what this is. This was gave to me by a lady that just now passed away with cancer.
Beautiful.
She says that she could never learn to play it, didn't know how, that she figured that I would or somebody in our family would. It's called an auto harp. And they used this back forever years.
Yes.
June Carter played one of these back in the day. I researched that out. But they have all kind of interesting instruments. There's another one. What's that little thing they call?
Ukulele.
A ukulele, and another little instrument. They had all kinds of different types of instruments they used.
No, bro, it was
juice harps.
Juice harps, yes. They even played a jug. They did.
A lot of them drunk.
They drunk it first. Yes, sir.
Oh,
They was all so talented.
So I just wanted to cover just a little bit of that with him and show them about the banjo and Earl Scruggs. I didn't know anybody that had one other than you. I know there's probably a lot around.
I'm tickled to death to have it.
I bet you are.
Be with me till I go to the grave.
This is something he just brought up, and he's 99% sure, but he's not positive. But
yes.
who used to go to this church? Now, what's this little church in Sky?
This is the Church of Jesus Christ of Sky Augusta. It's Blood Bought Ministries, Church of Jesus Christ, and it's been here since way back, probably 40s, maybe earlier. And some of my great ancestors and my wife's that goes here, some of her great grandparents and stuff, told her stories about Bill Monroe used to come here and play music with some of the old Burton Harmons and the old school people at his church. And that little instrumental and stuff we was just talking about, it's awesome to me that like the best mandolin player ever has actually been in this building where me and Danny made this little clip at. So that's a fun little fact.
That was very, very interesting.
Yes.
So it's a small world.
Yes, it is.
So
yes,
all the ones we talked about have been all over these Appalachian hills.
Right,
Kentucky, West Virginia. Because you're right on the Virginia border, just a mile,
right over the hill.
Here. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you so much. Well, folks, that was interesting, I thought. Got to get with Nick there. He showed us a few things on the banjo and mandolin. So this kind of covered everything from different people that made themselves famous here in Appalachia to Jimmy Dickens to bluegrass people, and to come to a little church here and visit my friend there. Shows a little bit of stuff on the banjo and the mandolin. So I hope you like this little video. And this is Appalachian Roots with Dan. We'll see y'all next time. See y'all, folks.